Hello, friends. It's Norman. Today we're going to be breaking down a Nasdaq article written by BNK Invest that is claiming that analysts are anticipating Ulti to hit up to $7 based on the projected performance of three stocks that Ulti is currently holding. So if we scroll down through this article, it's breaking down those three stocks here. We have Bitmine, uh, RGTI, which is a quantum computing company, and SMR, which is a smaller nuclear reactor company. And so the breakdown here is that these three have a higher upside target, and thus, with Ulti holding these, they're going to see some price appreciation by holding these in the next few months, up to a year, is this 12-month target here of the price to increase. So why these 3? Bitmine is a company that has exposure, is supposedly the number one Ethereum, uh, like, I guess you could say, um, treasury company, has Bitcoin and mines these to create income for itself and has other services as well. So I think that exposure of Bitcoin and Ethereum should see an increase in that price appreciation. Rigetti Computing, this is a company that specializes in quantum computing, so making uh, huge calculations that are much, much faster than the computers and calculators of the current age. So they sell to companies and governments that can make complex uh, computing power. They sell chips, so they're projecting that this company is going to outperform as well. And then NewScale Power Corporation. This is a company that sells smaller nuclear reactors, so countries can get uh, you you know clean, safe nuclear power to scale quickly. Um, so they're thinking that with these three holdings, as long as Ulti hangs on to them, going to see some price appreciation over the next few months. And do I agree? Gosh, it really all depends on how some things, play out. I would say that these are obviously risk on names. So it depends on the sentiment of the market. Uh, Risk on, risk off kind of seems to change weekly, where the rotation of money is flowing. Bitmine is going to be solely based on the price of Bitcoin and Ethereum and how the sentiment of cryptocurrency is within the market. Quantum computing, um, this is a newer technology, kind of a scary technology, if you ask me. Um, with the ability of quantum computing, they say that they could hack like Bitcoin itself, as well as bank accounts and governments. Kind of scary to hear some of the pundits talk about the, you know, ability of quantum in the future. So it's definitely a nice holding. I like that OT has it. It's interesting if they can continue to scale and it gets better and better. And nuclear power, I think this is a great holding that Ulti has. Nuclear power is supposedly safe and much cleaner than burning coal, or much better for the environment than solar panels and windmills and whatnot. So I'm optimistic. I'm hopeful on these targets and some of other Ulti's holdings as well. So only time will tell. Analysts are not always right, and they can't predict the market, or else they wouldn't be analysts. They would just be sitting on their, you know, trillions and gazillions of dollars. So we are hopeful to see the $7 target for Ulti, but don't count on it. Prepare for the worst, and you can always um, protect yourself in the times where Ulti is going more towards $5 instead of 7. All right, friends, that's all we have today. Bye now.